Oh, I sure hope he comes in today. He's been absent a little more than usual. He's not the greatest at being here. But I can definitely change that about him. I will. There he is. I knew you'd make it in. Hey, listener. Over here. Come on. Where have you been, huh? It's late, and as per usual, you aren't on time. Huh? I always talk to you. Silly. Sure I do. Non-stop. Well, not non-stop, but you get the idea. Okay, so I don't make talking to you my priority, given that, well, I'm me. I'm the best cheerleader we have, and the smartest, and the nicest too. I talk to everyone, including you. You aren't really like the rest. I've noticed. Why won't you talk to me as much? It's as though I'm not putting effort into you. Yet, here we are. I have to go out of my way to talk to you. You think I'm being rude? I don't think that I am. I think that I'm always the sweetest girl here. Enough for anyone to like. But if you're saying that I'm being rude, it must be at least a little bit true. You are a pretty honest guy. Not much I know about you for sure. Okay, listener. I understand. I'll try not to be so mean about it. But I just really need to talk to you, okay? There are some things that have been in my head for a while, and we really haven't had the chance to discuss them. So, let me just tell you about them now, okay? The bell rings, cutting her off from what she wanted to say to you. Reluctantly, you both go to your classes, knowing that you don't share the first two together. But it isn't too long after that you met in class in a different room, specifically mathematics. Hey. Psst. Hey. Listener. I know that we aren't supposed to be talking in class, but hear me out, okay? Just be quiet, and the teacher won't come to us. Just listen. During lunch, meet me by the gym, okay? I want to talk about some things. No, this isn't some kind of trick. I don't know what even makes you think that of me. I'm nothing short of an angel. I always try my best for everyone, and yes, that includes you. So, just, okay? Thank you. I promise you won't regret it, but come in secretly, okay? Don't tell anyone, or it could get pretty dicey. Just meet me there and let's discuss things. And yes, I'm going to be by myself, so you don't have to worry about me telling anyone that we're going to meet there. This is not some scam, nor is it some kind of trick to get you into looking dumb. She smiles at you and goes back to really paying attention in class. You can tell by her doodles and the lack of notes that math isn't really her strongest subject, but she still manages to get at least a C in the class, which seems to be good enough for her. The bell rings and off you go to your next classes. Then finally lunch. Meeting up with her was questionable to you for a bit, but Ultimately, the sheer curiosity of it was enough to bring you to her. There she waits, standing idly by a railing, leaned against the fence quite casually. Isn't it nice over here, listener? It's so loud on that other end of school. I'm sure that you get pretty tired of it, too. After all, it isn't as though everyone has noticed. And the ones that are, well, let's just say it isn't worth it. Listener, I wanted to talk to you about something. I'm not sure how you feel about me. I'm curious, but I guess I'll have my answer soon enough. I like you. Plain and simple. I have for a while now. Like I said, you're different from the other guys, and very straightforward. That's something I can really appreciate about you. So, I'm going to go ahead and ask you out, here and now. Or, well, this was my way of asking you out. So, go out with me, listener. No? I thought maybe you just might say that. I was worried for a while and mustering up the courage to ask you out like this. If you go back to the school and tell anyone that you rejected me, that is not acceptable at all, listener. So, I'm going to go with my plan B. I thought, after all, that this could be a possibility. You aren't swayed by me in the least, and it infuriates me. It makes me boil. It makes me see. You're the worst. I hate you. But I also really love that about you. There isn't anyone else like you, and I have to have that. I need it. So, we're going to make a deal. And before you even think about saying no, just listen here. Because I think this deal is going to sway you into it. Listener, I know. I know, okay? I know. I can already see the red along your face. I can already tell by the look in your eyes that you know exactly what I mean. The journal on your desk. You didn't do a great job to hide it. I mean, come on. It's just sitting beneath a binder. You think the school does anything to stop someone from just stalking through the desks? No way. They don't care. I'm sure that you only put it there because you can't trust it at home. Either. Or maybe you forgot the day I happened to snoop in your items. Well, it doesn't matter to me. I know all about it. Your disgusting crush on Samantha. She's not even at all that pretty. And she bullies you. That's just what you like, isn't it? Some ball crusher out there pinning you to the dirt. You wanted to be treated like scum. That much I can tell. I'm honestly not sure whether to even pursue with this in thought and mind. Some worm like you attempting to bottom feed so readily. Oh, but here's the catch that I'm sure you were expecting. Being that things are the way they are, I'm sure you don't want to change that at all. You still want her to act that way. But oh no, she's dating Andrew, isn't she, listener? Well, the plot thickens. By the look of your face, I can tell that you already know what's on my mind. You poor soul. You really thought that I wanted empty space like this? that I wanted you to come alone like this? So that I can fail at getting you to be mine? That's where you were the most mistaken. I'm Skylar fucking Quam. So when I want something, well, it's mine. And in this case, it's you. So listener, we have an offer on the table. You can be mine, as you should be anyway. Or you can deny me again. You can reject me as you did before. Completely humiliate me. But suffer my wrath of hatred afterwards. The whole school will know of this incredibly weird kink of yours. The entirety of the school, the whole city, will know your dirty little crush. And the unimaginable things that you start to think of and dream of when you even get a slight thought of how she treats you. Oh, you were pretty wordy in that little journal of yours. I won't lie. That's something that really attracted me to you anyway. So, now that we have options on the table, I'll ask one more time. Listener, will you be mine?